I've lost track on whether this includes reciprocals, it doesn't, and how we got to 145%. Kayleigh.
All right, this is new as of this morning. The White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt has confirmed to NBC News that the administration has moved to exempt cell phones, computers, semiconductor chips, and a host of other electronics from Donald Trump's tariffs.
The tariff storm kicked off by former President Trump is far from over. Just a few days ago, with the stroke of a pen, he hiked tariffs on Chinese goods to a whopping 145%, sending shockwaves through global markets. This hurt them, but hurt ourselves too policy quickly drew fire from all directions. Here at home, pressure is sky high. Major tech companies saw their stock prices tank, and supply chains practically ripped apart overnight. Facing a tidal wave of criticism, the Trump administration suddenly backpedaled this week. They announced that key electronics like smartphones and computers would be exempt from the heavy tariffs. This move, widely seen as a throw-in-the-towel moment, signals a desperate policy U-turn and quietly proves one thing. You can't just cut off a globalized supply chain like flipping a switch. Analysts pointed out that over 80% of Apple's production happens in Asia. If these tariffs actually stick, the cost of an iPhone 16 Pro Max could shoot up to $2,300, maybe even $3,500 or more. Wedbush analyst Dan Ives didn't hold back. He called it straight. This isn't about protecting American manufacturing. It's about choking the future of U.S. tech. Back in February, Apple announced it would pump an extra $500 billion into U.S. investments over the next 4 years, creating 20,000 new jobs. Trump was quick to applaud the move, much like when Apple promised a $350 billion investment during his first term. But here's the truth. Moving iPhone production back to the U.S. in the short term? Totally unrealistic. China's got a polished, battle-tested supply chain, plus a deep bench of skilled workers. For America to catch up, we need to retrain a whole new generation of skilled labor, rebuild entire supply lines, and, let's be honest, break free from those infamous, toxic labor unions first. Only then would rebuilding America's manufacturing backbone even stand a chance. Meanwhile, Chinese factories aren't backing down. Faced with these crushing tariffs, they've shown incredible unity and determination, vowing to win this trade war no matter how tough it gets.
工厂都倒闭的差不多了，你还加关税，这些设备就真的成废铁了。走心机 S205A 卖不出去，这样的双主族3万多块钱没有人要，这样的金福斯新的20多万，一半价没有人要。2024年的也倒了，还是没有人要。刀塔微顶机，动力刀塔又是2024年的，都是2024年的厂都倒闭了，你还加关税？4+4没有人要，一整片的杨木4+4没有人要，这么新的4+4，现在你还这样搞，我们这些老百姓怎么活啊？金上的 BO205以前抢手货，现在也是没有人要。动力刀塔新版没有人要，25G 加动力头新不新？新的可怕，没有人要。这些3期的30跟新机有什么区别？一样的结局，没有人要。犀利的、海力特的，满满的啊，都是没有人要。甚至连这些用都没有用过的，一样的结局。这一整批的做新能源的、做新能源厂一倒一大片了，机器跟新的一样的，半价没有人要。这些老一点的就更不用讲了，这些就是纯纯的废铁。钻工机3万多块钱，3万多的钻工机，这台机器都直接已经拆成废铁了。3万多 T5 T6 21刀 都可以随便的选，情况就这么糟糕，你们还要怎么搞？连日制厂都不行了，日本的旋卯机也是没有人要，有几台，这么新的一批台阳46也是没有人要。现在的情况就是，大家饭都快吃不上了。
美国贸易战对我们的企业影响有多大？我们这一家做了32年的工，有3000来员工，然后本来就是给很多的欧美品牌代工的。其实这次贸易战主要是影响的是美国的这个美线，美线占我们整体销售的30%左右，我们一年单论生产的就10几个亿吧，差不多影响30个亿。其实，在前2年的话都已经加税了，加了差不多是10%几。我们跟品牌方工厂商量，共同承担一半，然后把这部分危机解决掉。今年又加，第一个加了10%，我们说克服一下，我们再去双方分摊一下，大不了少赚钱或者不赚钱。然后第二个加10%，我们甚至涉及到微亏，然后我们又克服了一下，我们去把它解决掉了。但是这次34%加过来之后，没办法做了，美线的订单基本上没掉了。所以说你看一下我们这边的生产线，其实我们生产线对平时来说都是非常满的一种状态，但是放到现在，有些生产线我们可以让它稍微的停一下，进行缓冲一下。对很多的企业来说，专门做美国市场的影响真的很大。但是我只想说一句啊，作为中国的企业，脊梁骨一定要正。我给大家看张图片吧。其实我们已经做好了很坏的打算了，就是美国的市场接下来就全部做了，我们只能是跟客人保持好沟通。所以说我们在员工的群里，你看一下，放弃幻想，磨练心智，在困难面前统一思想，统一认识，德赛大家庭，共同克服。我们宁愿我说了，企业不做了，我们这场战争一定要打赢。所以说我们接下来会重点，一个是发展自己的品牌，另外一个我们会从其他国家入手，让子弹再飞一会儿，看一下情况。但是这里也出来一个商机啊，就是中国替代是一个非常好的一个机会，因为对于美国其实有很多的品牌，但是其实都可以找到替代性的品牌。我觉得有危机就有商机，替代的品牌的机会也是非常多的。我们接下来所思考的东西更加长远，要有抗风险能力，做的布局会更加的宽泛一点。这次也是我们成长的机会，也是我们真正的一次挑战，去挑战霸权主义。大家一定要挺下来，好吧？脊梁骨一定要正，加油啊！
If you found this video valuable or it got you thinking, go ahead and smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss what's coming next. Got thoughts, questions, or even a different take? Drop a comment down below. I read every single one of them. And if you know someone who should hear this, share it with them. Thanks for being here.